This will probably be the easiest trouser you've ever sewn, with it being cut together with its band, no side seam, and you definitely don't need a pattern for this. You can very much make this in less than an hour. Is that unbelievable? Let me show you how. You are welcome to Kemafrik. My name is Kemi Omorogbe. Here is the fabric I'll be using for this. You know, I mentioned that you don't need a pattern for this, but for tutorial purpose, I need you to see what I'll be doing clearly. So I am making use of this paper to show you a miniature form of what I will be doing on the fabric. I am making use of an accordion fabric and I have 3 yards. So I'm going to be folding my 3 yards like this, and then I'll go ahead to lift the folded edge, folding it in again, this time leaving 1 inch towards the free end. Now this end represents our sides. Okay, it's going to be on fold and we are not going to cut it out, but you see this second fold right here, we are going to be opening it up because that's going to be the inseam for the front. Don't worry, I'm going to explain later. Now I am going to take my tape measure and measure from the hem to the point where I want my length to be. Okay, I made use of about 42 inches. So I'm going to mark it on fabric eventually and we'll run over this again. So from this side, I'm going to measure the waistline. Okay, from the folded end, I'm going to measure the waistline that I want. Now, because of the stretchy nature of this fabric with the pleats opening up when you drag it, I am not going to be adding any seam allowance to the waistline. Remember that our band is going to sit there and you don't want it looking bulky. So from that point, I'm going to take the measurement for my hip line. Now every measurement I'll be taking includes an extra 2 inches for the band. I'm going to mark that measurement and draw it out. Now I'm going to be taking the crouch depth. If you don't know how to take measurements when making trousers, I will drop a link above so that you go watch the video on how to take body measurement for trouser. So right here, this is my crouch line, this is the hip line, and this is our waistline. Remember, on this side we have a folded end and an open end, right? So on the folded side, I'm going to measure 2 inches inward, which will represent my crouch extension. I'm doing this because I just want to make use of the 3 yards of fabric I folded. Okay, so you may want to just add ease to your usual measurements, but I am making use of the entire fabric so that the pleats will look full. So right there, I drew a slanted line from the point towards the waistline measurement I marked there, and I created my crouch curve. So for the back, okay, you want the back to be slightly raised because that's just how it is for pants. Okay, you want the back to be slightly raised, and also the crouch extension for the back, I added that extra 1 inch, that extra 1 inch beyond the folded side right there, and that's where I'm going to be, you know, ending my back crouch extension. So I'm redrawing the crouch for the back like so. It is not as deep as what I had for the front. So yeah, we have the crouch depth for both the front and the back right there. So I'm going to be cutting out the waistline for the back and then this crouch curve for the back first, of course, because it is wider, and then I will lift the folded parts of my paper and cut out what is left of the curve. So we have two, you know, two lengths for our crouch there. And now I have opened up the folded side and I am lifting up my paper to cut off the excess I have on my waistline. Now this is what we have, and that means that we have 2 of these. The second one is right underneath it. So we are just going to be redoing this on our fabric right now. Don't worry if you don't understand, I will explain again on fabric. So this is what we'll have at the end of the day. And yeah, let's move on to the fabric. This is my fabric right here. I am going to be folding my 3 yards of fabric into 2 and then refolding again, leaving that extra 1 to 2 inches along this side. Remember, yeah, So now you understand why I did this on paper first, because it will just give you more clarity. So you can use 1 to 2 inches, so that will allow you extend your back crouch. So I'm just holding my own fabric with pins because of its behavior. It is shrinking because of the pleats on it. One of the selvage of this fabric has a clean edge. So from that clean edge, I measured out the length of the pant I want, which was 42 inches for me. And that is where I'll be marking as the top of the trouser. Now from that point, I'm going to be taking the waist circumference divided by 4 from the folded side towards the open side. Like I said earlier on, I won't be adding allowance because of the stretchy, nature of the fabric. It is not stretchy per se, it is just the pleats, bouncing as they should. So I have marked the waist circumference divided by 4 right there, and now I am marking the crouch line like I mentioned. Now the hip line, I am marking the waist to hip measurements, and I ended up not using this like I mentioned. Now I'm doing a lot of like I mentioned. Well, if you are enjoying this tutorial, or you are learning something in this video, or you have learned in any other of my video, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and share this video to those who may need it. I appreciate you. Now I am marking 2 inches from the fold on this open end. I just hope you understand what I mean. Right, I have explained this on paper, and I'm going to be connecting it to the waistline, and I'll go ahead to create the front crouch curve. Next, I'll be extending my crouch line to reach the second fabric, because we are going to be extending the crouch for the back. The back crouch extension is wider than what we had for the front. So right here, I am recreating the crouch for the back. Having cut out the crouch curve for the back, I'm going ahead to open up this part, and I will then go ahead to trim off the second crouch. Now this is what we have: one short crouch on one side, long crouch which represent the crouch curve for the back on the other side. Now onto the sewing part. This is very easy. Okay, now I'm just going to place the right side of one of the fabric over the right side of the other, and we are going to stitch close this front crouch curve by 1/2 inch, and on this other side as well, the back crouch curve, we are going to stitch it close by 1/2 inch. Done that, this is what we have, and it is already looking like a pant, right? Now I am going into the inseam of this trouser, placing the seam over the other and making sure that they align properly. I'll be stitching the inseam on both sides by 1/2 inch. Please be sure that you are overlocking after stitching. Okay, that will not distort the structure of the fabric. Now here is my elastic band. First I'll go ahead to stitch this closed so that it doesn't have an open end again. Be sure to use your waist measurement and subtract some inches from it. Okay, I didn't want mine to be very tight. And now when stitching this on the fabric, I'm going to be stretching it out, and at the same time I will stretch out my fabric, but not completely. I'm going to be stitching on the right side by 1/2 inch. Okay, that's the elastic on the right side of my fabric, and I'll be stitching by 1/2 inch just once. I divided this band into 2 so that I can make it balanced. Okay, so that there's no part of it that is tightly fixed while the other will be loose. No, we don't want that. So now we go ahead to stitch. Here is what I have after stitching. Now I'm just going to fold that part. This is once, and then I'll fold again the second time. 2. Then I'm going to do this all around the waistline, holding my elastic band in place using pins. Okay, after this process, I will move on to the sewing machine and stitch the band again, this time by 1/4 of an inch on the other side of the elastic band. I won't be hemming this. Like I said, there is a part or a selvage that I made use of, which has like a little fold. It is looking neat already, and I didn't want to deform the structure of the fabric, but you can go ahead to stitch the hem of your pants closed. Now this is what we have at the end of the day. It looks really pretty, so pretty. If you're interested in how to make the corset we paired with this pant, it is a funnel corset. We have an online funnel corset course coming up soon. I'll drop the link. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video. See you